In the burning deserts of Arizona, legends still whisper of a warrior who could vanish into the wind.
His name, Cochise, chief of the Chiricahua Apache.
A man who waged one of the longest, most elusive wars ever fought on American soil.
He never surrendered. He never betrayed his people.
And when peace finally came, he rode into the mountains and was never seen again.
This is the story of the Apache chief who became a ghost.
And a symbol of freedom that could not be chained. Cochise was born around 1805 in the rugged Chiricahua Mountains of present-day southeastern Arizona. His people were masters of survival, hunters of the desert, riders of the cliffs, shadows of the sun. From his youth, he learned the Apache code: honor, courage, loyalty to the tribe.
The desert gives life to those who respect it.
He grew tall, fierce, with piercing black eyes and a presence that commanded silence.
The boy, Cochise, carries the strength of the mountains.
The water runs clear today.
He married Dostese, daughter of the great chief Mangas Colorada's friend, forming a bond between two powerful Apache families.
Lead with honor, not with anger. The people will follow strength that protects.
Trust binds the tribe more than fear ever will. I swear to protect my people as long as the mountains stand.
Under his father-in-law's guidance, Cochise became not just a warrior, but a leader. February 1861, Kiluri. The storm begins.
My boy's gone! They took him! The Apaches!
A young rancher's child is kidnapped. The U.S. Army blames the Chiricahua.
Lieutenant Bascom invites Cochise to Fort Buchanan for talks.
If you return the boy, there will be peace.
You accuse my people without proof.
But it's a trap.
He slashes his way out of the tent, escaping through a hail of bullets.
After him! Don't let him escape! His family and kin are captured!
Release my people, and we will release yours.
When negotiations fail, both sides execute prisoners. The peace between Apache and Americans is shattered forever.
The desert ignites in Raza, and the Apache wars begin.
From this moment on, Cochise becomes the ghost of vengeance, leading raids and ambushes across Arizona and New Mexico. Every canyon, every dust storm hides his warriors. The U.S. Army soon learns, you cannot fight the wind. For over a decade, Cochise led the Chiricahua Apache in a relentless war of survival. His tactics, the swift strikes, vanishing into the mountains Kamam, frustrated every military pursuit.
He knew every river bend, every hidden trail.
He struck mail routes, outposts, wagon trains, Flummi, then disappeared into the Dragoon Mountains before the soldiers could find his tracks.
The desert became his ally, the dust his cloak.
He was here and gone again.
Even mountains bleed, but they still stand.
To the soldiers, he was a shadow. To his people, he was hope.
Strike and vanish like the wind.
He vanished into the Dragoon Mountains Taunta, the land itself sheltering his war. Cochise was not fighting for conquest.
He was fighting for dignity, for the right to live free upon the land of his ancestors.
Yet as the years passed, the toll grew heavier.
The fire took everything, but not our spirit.
Burned villages, lost sons, empty camps under the desert moon.
Even the wind grows tired, my husband.
The mountains still stand. So will we. But still, he refused to yield. To the Apache, surrender was worse than death. The war had no end, and Kay, only the will to endure.
Mangus Coloradas, Jabad, his father-in-law Kapimzard, was captured while under a white flag of truce.
He was brutally murdered in the night. The blood, betrayed under the sign of peace.
There will be no peace until there is justice.
He allied with the war chief Victorio, and together they struck deep into Arizona territory.
We ride for those who cannot.
Together they struck fear into every outpost across the territory.
No harm will come to those who show kindness.
He spared civilians who had shown kindness, protected women and children.
Even his enemies called him a man of truth.
I am not afraid of death, but I do not want to die a liar.
He fights fair, never strikes without reason.
His war was not one of hatred. It was one of principle. And that made him even more dangerous to those who wanted to break his spirit.
Honor is the last weapon no one can take.
In a land of blood and betrayal, only honor remained unbroken.
By 1871, both sides were weary.
Cochise's people were starving.
The U.S. Army could not defeat him, but the Apache could not live forever in war. Then came General Oliver O. Howard, known as the Christian General.
I come not with guns, but with open hands.
Through the mediation of Tom Jeffords, a White Scout and Cochise's trusted friend, peace was finally possible.
He comes in peace, Cochise.
Your words mean nothing unless they live on this land. For the first time, enemies spoke as men, not as prey and predator.
After 11 years of bloodshed, Cochise agreed to end the war if his people could remain in their homeland. In 1872, the government created the Chiricahua Reservation, Plust, the only treaty ever honored for the Apache.
Maybe the desert will sleep again.
Keep your land sassed and your word.
For a brief moment, the desert breathed again.
Peace, fragile as the evening wind, settled upon the Chiricahua. The wind no longer carries cries, only silence.
Cochise spent his final years in the Dragoon Mountains, surrounded by the land he loved.
Well, gotta be done.
They are safe now, my husband.
I have given all I am to the wind.
Rest now, warrior of the mountains.
In 1874, he fell ill and died quietly among his people. His burial place was kept secret, hidden somewhere in the heart of the cliffs. They say his spirit still rides the winds that howl through those canyons. To the Apache, he is not dead, only resting. His name means oak tree, flossie, strong, unbending, rooted in stone.
Cochise remains the symbol of a people who refuse to be conquered.
And in the silence of the desert, when the sun sets red behind the dragoons,
You can cage a man, but never his soul.
His spirit endures vowed, carried by every wind across the desert.
As long as they remember, he still lives.
The mountains keep his secret, Mundan, and his watch.
Cochise, the oak of the desert, lives forever in the wind.